Here's the final ball to get us started. And off we go. And this kid's in his zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And they wind up with about 6. Out past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up next, 2nd and 4 from the 31. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald. That's good for a Cardinals. First and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now play fake here on first down. Oh, Buccaneers pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack by the Super Bowl bowler, Jason Pierre-Paul. After the sack, it's 2nd and 15, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he's going to keep it here. Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice game. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's actually a busy team coming to set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Bucs take over 10-10. With a jumbo package to start the drive. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Well, the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's the former Badger Dario Ogunbowale. And they'll get him down past the 15. Dario Ogunbowale, the ball carrier.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And this is going to be the Bucs' first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drives.
I thought this was a passing rule. I thought this was the early win where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the number.
They did get the number, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage and clear the space.
So on 2nd down now, it's McCoy. He's got a first down inside the midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That one a gain of 20 in a first down. Less than a minute to go for the scoreless first quarter to this point. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Jones.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people will spring totally ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they get rewarded.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First down carry by Jones. There he goes again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And these guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yes, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment and allow the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. There Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll be up in it at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd on the gun. It's Dre. They'll only get a couple after about the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Now, you know me, because it's easy to set up in this booth, right? When you make all the calls and you think I'm going to be correct. I would like to see them open things up. Because otherwise, this team is just going to gang up on the run and set them down. Every offense touching, they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives, and it looks like we have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Watson. Very nice up that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And this offense coming back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, he really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just at fabulous totals. 12 yards there and a first down.
But if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. 4-yard following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. And this is going to be the Bucs' first down. His good running gets him to about the 34.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the play attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones.
Tengo que obligar a que suba al baño.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. And blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends.
Not only they stay with the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job having out the running game.
Big yardage, another nice game there. It's the best for 20. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it Brady. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's what you maybe expect your running free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Working end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, they got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay on and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are genuine.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball, has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped it for a major gain.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a gain of 7. Exit 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Got Sam Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. 16 yards. First down, now Brady. That's complete to his running back Evans. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Again, it's Brady. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
It's something that could start in field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only do they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So, all right, hang on, we'll jump over halftime. The score, Buccaneers 7. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing here, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it first and 10. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Oh, it breaks another.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Being able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, what would these guys do without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, this seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of goal line at the 3. A big run there by Jones. 49 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost fell through at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Take over first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with first and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out here, 2nd and 11. Brings up 2nd and 11. The 19-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. They'll set up the screen to Gray. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And that will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter. And they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Good one. Que mantenga el salvo
Blocking on the
de
return and springs it for 25. And now will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs Seahawks offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. They want to go down. And down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. A lot of times you think if you blitz it running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than they understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding him at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Refusing to go down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And the Buccaneers are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. The tackle made at the 3-yard line. So it's 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run out with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that lands up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it.
I don't know. But some teams just feel like possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try to finish it ourselves.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well. But that one's incomplete.
Throw right side complete to Williams. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. First and 10 at the 24-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. Flush to his right. They'll run it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 39. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That's another Cardinals first down. Operating from the gun. Murray. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. It's now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. He may try and run for this. But he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Murray now on first down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 35-yard line. Operating from the gun. Murray. That's blocked by Keyshawn Johnson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. First down, Murray. On the screen pass, that's complete. And he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 20. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. But he's able to break out a one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying out just as lightly as he has the football. What a great performance so far.
There's 3 touchdowns. It's got him in the lead. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
As I say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the Bucs. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this is going to ban it back.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. 6 yards on that last play. It's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage against traffic. But in this case, about the free safety coming out of the big of the time.
And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches who have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball,
and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation. Because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point? You just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes folks say, that's it. Okay, it hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something. Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game. And
let's call it the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So time has has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
You know, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.